Choose the appropriate words to fill in the blanks. A very good question to see the application of tone and theme in fill in the blanks. To apprehend Dickens' mode of experience is way of dash the world, one must turn not to the dash statement so well dash to the speculative thought of the philosopher, but rather to the non-discursive materials that point a picture without explaining its significance. Note that the whole paragraph gives a positive tone and not a negative tone. At least the initial part, the first two lines. But then the third line, the second or the third line could have a slight negative tone. His way of dash could have a positive tone. One must turn not to the dash statement so well dash could have a negative tone. Later on, non-discursive materials has a positive tone. Let's see. To apprehend Dickens' mode of experience is way of discovering, finding, perceiving, discerning, probing. We can see that discovering the world might be too broad. Finding the world would probably not be there. Doesn't fit in. Perceiving, yes. Discerning, discern things, discern the world. Probably probing the world, yes, could be. One must turn not to the dash statement so well to the speculative thought of the philosopher, but rather to the non-discursive. So we can say that rather to the non-discursive we must turn. So the earlier one must have been discursive. So not to the digressive. Digressive is probably going off track, we don't know. Conform to the speculative thought of the philosopher. Not to the invalid statement so well suited. No, this has a very negative tone. Since non-discursive is indicated, hopefully the earlier one must have been discursive. And perceiving the world fits in appropriately here. So to apprehend Dickens' mode of experience is way of perceiving the world, one must turn not to the discursive statement so well adapted to the speculative thought of the philosopher, but rather to the non-discursive materials that point a picture without explaining its significance. Option C is best among the available options.